Let's do it. What's up, guys? Hello, 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 and welcome back. My sound working? I hope it is. I hope it is, honestly, and I think it is. Guys, welcome to some replay analysis of the Major League Gaming versus Pro League Invitational. We're going to be focusing on BaBy tonight. And I don't mean the child, I mean the player. Top left-hand location, blue hair and player. BaBy or TY. He's pretty good. He finished the regular season in first place. First place. He finished the regular season of the MvP Invitational. Is that a spoiler? I apologize if I spoiled anyone in revealing that information. Axeltoss is going to be joining me fairly soon. He's getting all situated because he just had a show. It was awesome. Rules of Engagement. Check it out. Mondays through Thursdays, 5 p.m. Eastern. Of course, in the bottom right-hand location, we have the red Protoss player, Grubby. But for the purposes of this replay analysis and walkthrough, we're not going to be looking at Grubby too much. We're going to be looking at Mr. BaBy, or TY. In the top left, the map is Ohana. My name is Axeltoss. I got New York behind me. I got a seat empty next to me for Mr. Nicholas. Yeah, this is going to be a TVP on Ohana to start things off. We got pretty standard opening, honestly. Nothing crazy going on. We can talk about typical openings on this map. I'm perfectly okay doing that. Typical openings on this map. Now, the natural expansion is actually really easy to hold. Okay, I say relatively easy, you know, compared to other maps. You just got a nice little natural expansion going up there. Like, honestly, I've seen so many games where Protoss gets an advantage. Ooh, just got dark. Ooh, I like it. Or Protoss is getting an advantage and they're like, alright, I'm going to kill the Terran. The Terran's on 2 bases, no problem, I'm on 3. That might be the biggest mistake a Protoss can make, because Terrans have the ability of lifting off their buildings. They could presumably, if they have a third, lift that into their main base or into their natural expansion, place down a few bunkers, create some choke points with barracks and buildings, and then all of a sudden you're losing Zealots for free, because the Marines are just sitting there like it's a zombie apocalypse and waiting for the Zealots to come through the door. Waiting for the zombies to come through the door and taking them out right when they walk there. So, very dangerous to engage on 2 bases. That's why typically on this map you do see it go a little bit longer, I think. There are some 2 base pushes that can be very successful and very efficient and very, what's the word I'm looking for? Efficient? I don't know. I think I covered it with one of those words. Where, you know, you incorporate immortals. You try to make it look like you're doing something else in the early game. We saw Flash. No, we saw Rain do that against Flash recently in the Tournament of Champions, which resumes tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern. Actually, I say resumes. I actually mean it finishes tomorrow with Rain versus Parting, best of 7, to see who takes home $5,000, I think, and gets the title of the Tournament of Champions champion. SCV trying to make his way into the main base. Grubby saying, no way, Jose. And Grubby, what are you up to, my friend? 3 gates on 1 base. And we see the scan from BaBy, and he sees all of this. He sees the core being chrono boosted, is going to immediately add on a bunker. Grubby making a pylon outside of his opponent's natural expansion, which means if he can just get high ground vision, he can all of a sudden warp in right next to this pylon. BaBy sees this great scouting so far from, and I hit the B button instead of the V button. Oh, I hit it again. Oops. We'll speed up to where we were. This is a replay, by the way. I think we've already established these are replays. Right, so the Marines are going to spot this pylon, going to start picking off at that, and BaBy doing the right thing. He's completely walling off. Now, Grubby, he's committing a lot to this. His expansion is dramatically delayed. He's made a lot of sentries here, which is not advancing his tech. And he's gonna lose a lot of hit points on that Stalker in the deep red, 22 out of 80. Now, he could potentially try to take down these rocks and go that way, but at this point, I feel like BaBy is playing this so well. He's completely prepared for this. Is on top of it. And remember, he scouted with that SCV. I want to hit B and not B. All right, there's the vision. He scouted this natural expansion, and he saw nothing there. So that's when he decided to place down the scan in the main base. And I'm gonna put myself on busy because I don't want you guys messaging me at root Axeltoss 863 on the North American server. I would not want that. Not now, at least. Maybe we can have a chat a little bit later in our own private time. But right now, we're looking at some replays between BaBy and Grubby. This is awesome. Looks like some Heart of the Swarm beta keys are being placed in the Twitch chat there. So if you don't have the chat open and you want a Heart of the Swarm beta key, that might be something you should do. Right, so BaBy's going up to factory. No, that's his first factory. Okay. Yeah, 822, of course. Adding on that starport in the main as well. Reactor being added on. Going to be transitioning straight into medevac. So now that the initial threat is over, BaBy is feeling good because he knows how much investment his opponent put into that early aggression, right? He saw the lack of a natural expansion. He saw the 3 gates in the main base. He saw the composition. He even killed a couple units. And now that leaves him so safe and secure to pretty much do whatever he wants, assuming his opponent isn't lurking in the darkness with a terrifying army, which isn't happening. He scouted the Forge and Robo, and upon scanning that, you can pretty much know your opponent has a natural expansion. Yeah, the beta keys are being posted randomly in the chat. Maybe I'll be given some of them. In fact, I might even log into Skype here, just in case I have any waiting for me to give away to y'all, which I would love to do. I did not mean for that sound to happen, excuse me. But yeah, that'll just be up. But BaBy looks like he wants to do some aggression, coming forward to his opponent's natural expansion. 4 sentries, 2 stalkers, and a zealot there for Grubby, adding on this Colossus, but BaBy can presumably push before that Colossus comes out. And remember, he scanned that Robo. So he can presumably know exactly when his opponent's Colossi are coming out. So let's see if he tries to take advantage. Might just play it safe and wait for medevacs. Might try to pick up the Marines and units inside the medevacs and then start scurrying everywhere to really get that damage done. Really spread out his opponent, who he knows has been, not necessarily making units. He's behind. Marines actually sneak by. Not enough force fields there for Grubby. And BaBy's going to back away. Grubby sending that Colossus to the natural expansion. And now let's see if BaBy decides to do some pick up and drop, and that's exactly what he's going to do. More force fields going down from Grubby. 2 stalkers going to spot that medevac and try to bait him forward and then go after him. We got 6 stalkers there in the main base from Grubby. Behind this, I think we have an additional command center on the ground here from BaBy. Going to try to engage the natural. Again, there's the Guardian Shield from Grubby. The Colossus lurking as well. And look at this, Grubby taking out that medevac. Not bad at all. BaBy was not prepared. Not as prepared, I should say, as Grubby was. There's the hot pickup into the medevacs, getting them out of that range. And Grubby all of a sudden has the potential to counterattack. Let's see how BaBy ends up reacting here. He has 2 bunkers at his natural. Never salvaged those. I love that decision. Adding on those Vikings. We got 2 Vikings in production at a time. Range is about to finish here for Grubby. And Grubby is not going to feel comfortable to continue forward. Going to instead try to take this natural expansion. But no, there's a factory there. No Nexus for you at this point in time. Spooky Michael wants a juicy key. Not just any key, he wants a juicy one in the chat. Alright, factory gonna get taken out here by Grubby. But BaBy feels like he's just fine. Taking that third very fast, keeping that mule alive. Now gonna load up a medevac, gonna go for some more drop play. Yes, BaBy is TY. There's your keys. 7R, 9HVE, 4G48 RVYK, BV, YNER, Z7, 4HP7. There's your beta key in the chat. What's up, Nick? There's a scan there from the Terran player. Getting rid of that observer. Starting off a supply depot wall off. Uh-oh, I feel like you're going to be really loud in my ears. Test it very softly.
Hello, sir.
Okay, you are very loud in my ears. Dang it. Alright, what's up, Nick?
Not too much, man.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Perfect.
What is up with you, my friend?
Just watching some replays, man. We got BaBy versus Grubby on Ohana. It's the 14-minute mark. Yeah, let's get you in the frame there. I don't want to hog the camera time. But we had an interesting build from Grubby in the early portion of this thing. Here, let me pull up the preview for you so we know if that's right. There it is. Perfect. That's good. I can scoot over a little bit too. You can scoot over.
I think we're good.
Alright, so Grubby opened up 1 base, 3 gates.
Wow.
What do you think about that?
Sounds aggressive.
1 base, 3 gates, chronoing the core. Now there was a foil in the plan, Mr. Axeltoss.
What is this foil?
BaBy scanned it.
Ah.
He's got it with an SCV, saw nothing of the natural, so he scanned in the main and saw it.
So Grubby just went expansion and.
Yeah, Grubby actually went for an attack, but BaBy easily held it off.
Grubby seems to be in good shape right now.
Yeah,
though.
because then let me finish the story.
Okay, yeah.
BaBy pushed out, tried to be aggressive towards the natural expansion, and the main, a medevac got picked off for free, and the Colossus kind of caught him off guard, so he lost quite a bit of units at the ramp here. And now Grubby was able to take a third behind that, but it looks like it was denied by a drop or something. I might have missed that because I was explaining the story, but I feel like it's still a relatively even game, though BaBy might be slightly ahead.
BaBy have Ghost?
He's Ghost Academy just finished.
It's probably close to him. Grubby has 2 armor, no attack. I think,
There's
right?
Mobius Reactor.
For upgrades.
Oh, 2 armor,
he's
1
attack.
attack.
Yeah, so upgrades are relatively even. Grubby's ahead in food, which should not happen when you have Colossus. I think Grubby's definitively ahead here.
You think Grubby's definitively ahead? Even though his third is just now finishing and...
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't really... I mean, he has a much better army.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, yeah, his economy's worse, but...
So I mean, like, a minute from now, it could pretty much completely change.
Yes. It's all going to come to one battle that's going to be pretty... It's going to be a battle, you know, both sides will have many chances to win it. It's just...
I'm going to take a break from obsing and look at BaBy's point of view here. And hit the M button, because that's a fun one to look at. Look at that speed. 252 APM. What's your APM, Axeltoss? Hold that thought. We got BaBy. Stibbing forward the Marines and Marauders. Look at that. Just dodging those High Templars. No big issue whatsoever. Vikings trying to track down the lone Colossus. And that Colossus is so low in health.
Surprised it survived.
What do you think about this Spidey Pole wall off over here?
I like it.
Yeah.
It's really good against L-Arm vibes.
Nice little feedback. So, you know, Grubby's going to have a tough time engaging this. He's going to try to anyway. The Ghost is there. Look out for those EMPs. Stibbing forward is BaBy with the Marines and Marauders. Dodging that High Templar storm. No big issue. Nice little snipe.
Indeed it was. BaBy trying to send those ghosts out, but Grubby looks like he wants to kill them. Army comes... Oh, that was almost a big storm.
You know, Grubby hasn't been able to land a solid storm yet.
No.
Because I hope I'm not jinxing him, but I don't see any more High Templars left in this army. In fact, no big AoE. Oh, there we go. We get some High Templars in the back. No Colossi here. We got 1 Colossus in production. But now this is an engagement I think BaBy's okay taking. He can like spread out his units, get himself a concave, and Grubby essentially might be trapping himself because it's too far back here.
He might be. BaBy's a little hesitant to commit too much, which I'm not sure. Maybe he could have trapped Grubby. Excuse me.
Yeah.
He could have trapped Grubby for sure. The question is if he was able to deal with those 2 Templars, then he would have smashed the army. But maybe he didn't feel confident with those Templars. They want to take a little slower.
2 Storms for 3 Marauders and 2 Marines. Not the most efficient thing. Immortal getting caught out off guard. BaBy is at 193 out of 200. Grubby at 181. Incorporating a Warp Prism. We'll have to see if we can make anything happen with that. But now the challenge is for BaBy balancing the Vikings and the Ghosts, because you don't want to be caught off guard by Storms or those Colossi.
He definitely do not.
Let's go back to BaBy's point of view
Because
here.
BaBy, he saw the 1 Colossi that was... The 1 Colossus that was rebuilt, right?
He saw the High Templar. Oh, he sees the Warp Prism, and there he sees the Colossus. Gotta make sure he knows exactly what's going on. High Templar.
Ooh, nice storm
right
around his Ghost.
Throwing those Ghosts. Vikings finally taking out that Colossus. Nice EMP onto the Sentries. Are there any storms available? I'm not so sure. I don't think BaBy is so sure either. A little bit indecisive here. Force Field's going down here from Grubby. There's the big stem EMPs. Oh, great storm there from Grubby, keeping those Marines away. Interesting place to engage here for BaBy.
It is. I mean, it really helps the bio against his Elves, but of course he's got to be really careful with storms.
That choke point. If you get force fielded and stormed, it could be game over for you in a heartbeat. So not too surprised to see him backing away. But this is like one of the biggest challenges about this map. Like, how do you really end your opponent? It kind of reminds me of Cloud Kingdom in that way.
definitely hard to sometimes finish them off. So looks like BaBy's just saying, you know what, maybe I'll just try to deny 4.
Yeah.
And then eventually Grubby will starve out. Grubby's building up a pretty fierce army though, almost back to being maxed again. 4 High Templar being warped in. Another Warp Prisoner introduction.
Oh! EMP's blanketing the army. Zealots charging forward. Storming his own Zealots. That's not what you want to do. And BaBy has a lot of bio here. Let's see. Let me hit the units tab really quick.
I like how BaBy's backing up here. So many Terrans that keep charging. And then and it would be so frustrating because his medevacs are all out of energy and he gets hurt. So why would he keep charging, right? You have so much value in units that will increase if you just let him regenerate that energy.
Alright, BaBy coming forward. Trying to target down those Colossus. He's supply blocked.
Nice snipe there on that High Templar.
He's not always supply blocked. He's smacked, by the way. Alright. Terrible, sorry. Scan going down onto the High Templars and... Oh! Good storm onto the Ghosts. BaBy trying to get those in a good position to lay down those EMPs. Vikings tracking down the Colossi. Grubby has the concave he wants, but now it's an awkward situation where he's kind of spread out. Solid EMPs there from BaBy. Now he's up 199 to 132 supply, slowly whittling away at this this army from Grubby.
If he can take out this third, that'll be pretty much the end of old Grubby's economy. Grubby has to defend it, but he...
Archons melting.
Yeah, I mean...
That's so many Rings and Marauders, man.
It's too many to beat without some AoE, and BaBy's shown that he can deal with the Thorns very, very well with some great Ghost usage.
Look how fast everything is dying. Now, if there's good news for Grubby, the medevacs are out of energy. But Grubby realizing it's too much and he's going to GG. BaBy's micro is pretty good. We can look at that again. We can put in super slow-mo. There's the super slow-mo here.
Look at how he splits his arm in like 3 seconds super fast. It looked pretty cool. As soon as he sees the Colossi coming, he's like, uh-oh.
Yep.
I thought that was pretty cool.
No, I definitely agree. I think that was pretty darn cool. Guys, you're watching never before seen replays from the Major League Gaming vs. Pro League Invitational. That was BaBy versus Grubby. Coming up next, we got some more BaBy replays. The Terran player, also known as TY. So if you're ever confused throughout this broadcast, refer to the key in the chat in the form of, hopefully, somebody informing you that BaBy equals TY. So guys, we're going to be back after a quick break. Do not scurry anywhere.